Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to CC Simracing. My name is Lewis. I'm going to be your commentator for tonight whilst Mr. Craig Cook is away getting some much needed TLC, spending some time with his family. So I'll be taking you through tonight's action. So first off, we have the AWRC here at Kyoto Driving Park. As you can see in the background, a little bit darker tonight. Clouds have set in with the drivers here. So what we'll do first, as we normally do here, is I will run through the table just to let you guys in on what we're currently looking like at the moment. So here we are. So in the AWRC, Sophie there, unfortunately not racing tonight. Oh no, sorry, Sophie is racing, my mistake. So Sophie topped there, done a second and a first over the first two rounds, but with the fastest lap in each race, currently on 57. Then we've got MARTN there, currently sat there with the second in that second round on 58 points. And we've got Esther there, one in the first round and then just 22 in the second, there on 55. Sarah Hawkey, who unfortunately can't be with us tonight, then fourth. We've got Sammy there in fifth of 42 points, unfortunately another one that couldn't be with us tonight. We've got Mammy there in sixth, currently on 41. Zoe, who is another one, unfortunately couldn't make it tonight as well, on 40. And then Ali Soraya there on 36. Then Foxy Racing there on 30. And then you've got FFM there on 24 in 10th. So a lot of spec for drivers to make up a lot of points here. Obviously with a few people missing tonight, so there obviously has a bit of chance for some people to obviously make up some ground here. So we will now have a look at some of the ladies that we got out on track currently at the moment. So let's have a look and see what we've currently got action-wise out on track as it stands. So we've got no one out on track at the moment. Everyone's just sat in the pits. So we'll run through who we've got with us tonight. So we've got Foxy Racing there. Oh, we do have one car going out, so we'll get some track action. So Sophie's just gone out. So have a look at Sophie here. She's just getting a little bit more practice. As I said, really dark here tonight at Kyoto Driving Park. So the sun has been setting as the evening's gone on. So the practice, a little bit of practice before the race. Obviously had a chat with the ladies in the briefing before, and I went through kind of a few things on here. It's a big open track, this one, lots of space, so it does narrow up into this bit where Sophie's kind of coming into now. As you come into the back part of the track and you come down the hill towards this section at the bottom of the hill, it does narrow up as you come down through here. So definitely one of the corners to look out as you come down this dip here into this wide section. As we can see Sophie coming through that beautiful shot with the lights. So we've got MARTN just coming out of the pits there. So for anyone that's new that's joined us and is not familiar with the format, so it's a one-lap shootout in qualifying. So they will go out, they've got a 5-minute session, but it is just one lap, set the best lap they can possibly do to set the grid. And then that will go into a 20-minute sprint race. So no pit stop required, it's just 20 minutes flat out to the end. So we've got Mammy here just all over the back of Sophie at the moment, just trying to get a bit of practice in there. So Mammy is coming out the pits as well. As she just goes up the inside and Sophie just moves over to give her a bit of space as they come onto this start-finish straight. Foxy Racing there in the pits currently at the moment. SD just in the pits as well. Fifi in the pits as well, and then Annalisa right sat there as well. So I think these guys are pretty much ready to go. So what we will do is we will just send out the message and just, we do have one more going out the pits. So we'll have a look at who's just gone out the pits, just so we can have a look at obviously their vehicle as well. So it's Foxy Racing that's just gone out the pits. Let's have a look at that vehicle as they go around. Beautiful Porsche Saw these at Goodwood a couple of weeks ago. Really incredible machines these are. The speed that these cars get is incredible. For something so small and obviously just rear-wheel drive. Really incredible machines to watch go around there. So let's get qualifying started. And we can get this bit underway. Right, so let's go into the qualifier here at Kyoto Park for the AWRC round 3. Get the qualifier underway for these ladies here. Okay, let's see if anyone jumps out of the pit straight away to begin with. So we've got Mammy straight out the pit straight away. Let's have a look. She comes around just setting the pace here, getting nice and out early, get a lot of space there. We've got Annalisa out the pits as well. SD is just coming. So Martin there just coming around that first bend. Beef there also. We've got Foxy Racing just coming out of the exit as well, and then I think Sophie's just going to leave it just so she gets a nice big gap there at the back. So it's Mammy to begin with. She comes down into the downhill section with this tough corner at the bottom of the hill here. So have a look at what Mammy can do through this part of the track on her outlap. Obviously just want to make sure she's got some heat in the tyres, make sure everything's warmed up nicely. So Mammy's just coming down into this S section. We'll stay on board with Mammy for her qualifying lap. Sophie obviously is still at the pits at the moment, so we may be able to get a chance to see Sophie's lap also just after this. As well as Sophie just comes out, so we'll stay with Mammy for the first part of the qualifying, see what Mammy can do. She comes round that long last corner. Obviously just got to wait, be patient to get onto the power. And she comes down the main line, a nice long main straight here. She'll want to keep it over to the right hand side for the first corner here, which is a 180 degree cut back on yourself, so 180 degrees all the way around on that. Around the corner, and then you've got a slight bit like a bus stop, so there's a right left corner here. Clip the curves all over the ground. Oh, she's managed to hold that well. Avoids obviously going off there. Which would have obviously been her one lap over if she did go into the grass there. So as she comes round into the downhill section, we do have a couple of drivers really close together. So we've got Annalisa Raya in the background there, Martin right behind Annalisa. This could really pay into Martin's favour here. Obviously she just maintains a slipstream, but she could get blocked here by Annalisa. Obviously do say to everyone, try and keep as much space as you possibly can between each other. So I don't know whether Annalisa made a mistake on the start of that lap, but Martin's right over the back of her. So the problem is she can't go through her, so it's like she's going to have to go around her if she wants to go faster through there. So we've got Mammy just coming down into the bottom section of the track at the moment. Through the S corner, this has got to try and carry as much speed as possible, taking that curve, and sparks flying off the back of that Porsche into the long sweeping corner. So it's going to be Mammy to set the bar to begin with. Use the curb on the exit onto that start finish straight. Give it everything you can. 35.283 there for Mammy. It's Annalisa is just behind Martin, but she is going to get a tow here. So Annalisa using the tow there. As they go over the line, it's Martin on pole now. So Martin there is on pole currently, but Annalisa has gone into second. as they park up to finish their lap. We've got Esty there in 4th. Fifi on the grass for Fifi, not where you want to be. I think that has let Foxy Racing through, so Foxy Racing goes into 5th, Fifi into 6th, and just going around the flat lap here, Sophie. Let's see what Sophie's got. Can Sophie pit MARTN here to that pole position? Okay, let's see what she's got here. She comes down towards the S's. She's currently up by 9/10, so I think it's pretty much a foregone conclusion here, as long as she doesn't make a mistake through the S's here in the last corner. Pick your brakers over the last corner, throw the car in. What a lovely shot to come around there. Nice low camera angle, keeping it nice and tight on the power, a little bit of exit curb, and I think, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be pole here for Sophie. Sophie does a 33.291 there for pole position. So currently Sophie in pole there with MARTN in 2nd, jumped into the pits. Annalisa there parked up in 3rd. Mammy 4th. SD there in 5th. Foxy Racing in 6th. And Fifi there with obviously the incident going over the grass there at the end in 7th. So the countdown should be on now, so this qualifying session will be ending shortly. Obviously everyone just parked up, having a little chat before this race gets on. There's Mammy just moving into shot. So not long before this one will get underway. So Fifi there did get a bit of damage, I can see, on her car. So I don't know if she hit the wall earlier on or what kind of happened there. Obviously we'll have to have a look at what happened there at some point. Obviously problem is you on Gran Turismo, you can't save the replays for qualifying. So we'll just have a look back through something. So Sophie there just creeping round. I think Sophie might be going for the slowest possible lap time set. Currently going around at 15 mile an hour in 1st gear. MARTN in the pits already and raring to go from 2nd. Annalisa there in 3rd. Mammy just parked up in the background. Oh, and moving again now. She just parked up there. Foxy Racing just parked up, and Sophie's still going for the slowest lap in history here on the cool down lap. So should be ending qualifying any second now. Let's get your predictions. Whilst we're waiting for this as well, do not forget, everyone, to subscribe. So should be coming to an end down the qualifying shed. I don't know why it's taking this early. It's only set to 140 seconds after qualifying, which I suppose is actually 2 minutes, actually, isn't it? So what we will do is get our predictions in. Who do we reckon for this race? Obviously you've got Sophie on pole, MARTN 2nd, Annalisa rolled into not the top 3. What's our predictions here for the pole position? Anyone got any predictions for the race? Let's have a look and see what the chat is saying. Currently at the moment, let's have a look. Yeah, finally a good qualifying for Sophie. Yvonne says, it was really good qualifying. 2nd out in front there at the beginning. Amazing result there for Sophie. So Mammy's husband there has put not the best quali, but they're waiting for qualifying to end now. Yeah, it wasn't the best from Mammy, but still 4th. And so obviously she'll be right on the back of everyone there to begin with. So obviously fingers crossed for the race. So there's obviously the qualifying results for them. So Sophie there with 133.2, amazing qualifying like that from Sophie. Let's just give everyone the ready up message and we'll get this one underway. So should we get this one underway here at Kyoto Driving Park for round 3 of the AWRC? Let's get this one underway. Don't forget to subscribe, everyone. Right, here we go. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Here we go. No false start. Oh, they got held for a long time there. That was a great start there from MARTN. Looks like I think MARTN might actually get the inside line here into the first corner. Sophie on the outside. MARTN going up the inside. MARTN thinks about going for the inside line. It's going to get up there. MARTN's now going to have the outside line for the next corner. So Sophie and MARTN here battling away at the start. Mammy has had a beautiful start and is up into third straight off the bat. So straight up to that podium position and hunting down the leaders. It's Sophie here coming into the back part of the track now. Commanding lead here for Sophie at the moment. MARTN applying that pressure though. At least again a little bit scrubbing in the background there with SC alongside of it. They are fighting there in the background. Let's have a look at that. Annalisa trying to go around the outside. It's going to be a tight line here. Annalisa goes across the grass. She's going to keep that together. Drops down to 6th but does manage to keep a point in a straight line. So Sophie there in the lead, half a second advantage there over MARTN in second, with another 6 tenths gap back to Mammy in third, Foxy Racing in fourth. Oh, it looks like we've lost, Annalisa's gone wide there, Fifi there, and it does look like we lost SD there for a second. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can see what happened there, but just ran wide on the corner. Obviously it takes a while to get back onto such a long corner, get back onto the track. It does mean has dropped down into 7th place, unfortunate there. Still, Sophie maintaining that 0.6 gap with MARTN there in second, and Mammy dropped back by 1.6 now in third. Foxy Racing in fourth, Annalisa in 5th as they complete at lap 1. Essie there in 6th and Fifi there in 7th in the background. So closest battle on track at the moment is for first and second, which is what we like to see. Sophie currently edging out of the gap there ever so slightly from MARTN. And now 1.2 seconds as they come down the hill here. Tough part of the track here at the bottom of the hill. You've got to throw the car in, pick your brakes as you are very much braking and turning at the same time. Not much room to straight line brake through there. As you can see, MARTN has closed up the gap here by 2 tenths as they go through there. So there's MARTN, followed by Mammy, followed by Foxy Racing coming over the hill here. Annalisa is closing up the gap on Foxy Racing. Let's have a look at what Annalisa is doing here. Let's go on board here with Annalisa as she comes down through the S's. The sun is setting in the background. Foxy Racing moves over to get the optimal line down through the S's here. So tough part of the track. Just got to try and maintain your speed through here. Good use of the curves there for Annalisa, which comes into the last corner. Drops it down a couple of gears, gets back on the power. Oh, not where you want to go there. And a spin. Not what you want to see there. The use of the curbs there, I thought you go on the grass there and it's just one of those corners that you don't want to go out wide on because it will cause obviously a spin like that, which unfortunately Annalisa there now 7 seconds off of I think 8 seconds out, almost 9 seconds, so a lot of work to do, but still 16 minutes left to go in this race. Anything can happen there. Sophie is being caught by MARTN here. Let's go for MARTN, see what MARTN's doing. MARTN's going to try and go around the outside, thinks better of it, backs out of it. Going to get the better exit here up the hill. Now Sophie gets the inside line there, shuts the door on MARTN. This is helping Mammy to come back into this a little bit as well. So the battle is on between MARTN and Sophie here. Flick it into the corners, drop down to 1.1, obviously just that exit, and obviously have to run up the hill there. That's a place you don't want to run. Out of engine power is going up that big hill to get back up to the top part of the track as they come down through the S's, dropping the altitude again into that last corner. Still only a second off the bat, take off a couple of attempts here. If MARTN can just get back into that slipstream. Oh, a little bit used to the grass there, don't want to run wide there. obviously we saw Annalisa do it on the lap before. It's Mami there just in the background. Mami is staying with these two in front. Foxy Racing there, 6 seconds off of Mami, with SD there in 5th. Fifi there in 6th, and then Annalisa just in the background there in 7th. Obviously with the unfortunate spin earlier on with that exit curb. So Sophie just out in the lead here, 1.8 now the gap. So lots of obviously a little bit of breathing space now on this lap. 2 second the advantage now is. Going for the fastest lap here for Sophie. Beautiful livery there on Sophie's car as well. Coming up over the crest of the hill, back into the downward part of the track. This track is definitely like a roller coaster. There's a lot of ups and downs, side to side, as you can see through the S's here. Sophie doing an amazing job here, edging out that gap on MARTN lap after lap. Is this going to be another fastest lap here for Sophie? So Sophie just coming on to the start finish straight here. And Sophie there, another fast lap, 33.415 there for Sophie. MARTN there just coming through as well. Mami just only 2 seconds off the back of MARTN, so a mistake from MARTN, and Mami could be looking at second place here. Foxy Racing there in 4th, in there in 5th, another personal fastest lap there. Fifi in 6th, and Annalisa I believe is coming to the pits and obviously got rid of some of the damage that she had on her car, and is back out on track and hunting down Fifi with 12 minutes to go. So Sophie there on, coming up the hill. MARTN just in the background there, and Mami in the background just behind her as well. So not too much of a gap. Let's have a look at what the gap actually is at the moment. So from Mami in 3rd to Sophie, it's 5.2 seconds. So these three are lapping really consistently in the low 35s, high 34s, obviously Sophie in the 33s. It does look like MARTN may have had a mistake there, maybe? Gap's at 2.5. 3 seconds to the leader, 2.5 back to Mami. Let's have a look what's going on in the chat currently at the moment by everyone. So Mami is there in the background as well. It's like Mami is closing up this gap slightly. So MARTN's just done a 34.2. Mami's done a 34.4. But it does look like Mami is keeping up with the back of MARTN. It's hoping maybe for that 3rd place spot. Sophie there with a 3.8 second lead. Mami is flying at the moment. As I say that, Sophie is flying at the moment there. New fastest sector 1 there for Sophie. Stay with her. She comes down the hill, see if she can get another purple sector on the exit, the second sector. She comes up the hill, let's see if she can get a purple. Has dropped a 10th off. Personal best, definitely make her that 10th there in the last sector. Push for another personal best through these sectors here. 3.5 the gap as the sun is getting lower and lower here. The headlights are on. It says MARTN there in 2nd. Mami there in 3rd has dropped back a second on this lap to MARTN there. Foxy there in 4th. SD is pushing on and looks like catching up to the back a little bit. Fifi there in 6th. It does look like Annalisa is catching back up for 6th at the moment. Setting personal best there in that sector. So if she can keep it together, we may have a fight on our hands here for 6th and 7th at the end of the race. Because she is catching up. over there with a new fastest lap of the race on that last lap, 33.328. Martina did a 33.8 as well, so Martina's in the 33s now on lap time also. Mami did drop back a little bit on that lap, but she is keeping pace with Martine. She is keeping up with the back of her. Apart from that mistake, obviously, that happened on the last lap, she is holding roundabout. Well, before the mistake, it was kind of like a 2-second gap. Now, obviously, looking at like a 4-second gap of the mistake that she did make it at some point. I don't know whether anyone's noticed on the Porsches, the lights on the side. If you're in first, you have one light, as you can see there on the side part of. So if you're in second, you get 2 lights for second. If you're in third, you get 3 lights for third. And then if you're in fourth, if we can get a side-on angle here, you get no lights. I don't know whether anyone ever noticed that on the Porsche. So the top 3 have a light on the side to indicate their position on the track. But we do have a little bit of a battle starting to appear here. So we've got Essie there, it's just catching up. As we come down through the S, it's catching up to the back of Froxy there. It's down to 1.6 the gap, so we may have a change of position here for 4th place. Obviously maintaining the revs through the corner, don't want to go wide on this corner. That's the one thing you want to avoid, is going wide and over that curb, as we saw earlier. Comes down through the corner. Actually, let's see if we can get it from kind of an on-board shot view here. Let's do a lap on board of her. Pushing on there, catching up to the back of Foxy here as they come to the 180-degree corner. A lot of 180-degree corners on this track. A lot of opportunities where you just got to wait to get the power down. So we can spin the track. Never noticed those lights on the Porsche. Yeah, it took me a while to notice them and then realise what they were actually for. So here we go. We got the battle on here for 4th place as they come over the crest of the hill up to the top part of the track, the highest part of the track here, around the long. Just under 180-degree corner. So you take this 2 ways. You go fast in, slow out, or you want to go really slow in, hug the inside and get the exit speed here. Come down the hill through the long sweeping S's at the corners, over the first curve, over the second. Look at the closing speed here that S's managed to do here. A little maybe look at the inside there. Gets the power down. Foxy's going to get the cut back onto the apex. So for a later apex, looks like going to get the power down to 0.6 of a second. Definitely closing up to the back here. Oh, I was late on the brakes there from Aston Martin, just to hold up the inside. Really late on the brakes there. Over the back and have a look at the inside here. Thinks better of it, backs into it over the first curve, gets a better run over that curve. Over the second curve, going to be on the outside for the long sweeping corner here. Go to the inside. Oh, a little bit of rubbing there between the 2 of them as they come through the corner. Is up, actually up into 4th there. Let's see what's going on towards the front. So we've got a 6-second lead there, but a penalty for Sophie. So I think Sophie's gone over a curve there somewhere. Martine there in second, but Mami has closed up to 3.2 seconds. So Mami has closed that gap by 1 second whilst we're watching that battle. Sophie is obviously going to drop back a little bit here with that penalty. So it could bunch these guys up a bit more. So we've got Mami there in 3rd, Essie now in 4th after that overtake, Foxy there in 5th. We've got Fifi there in 6th, with Annalisa's closed up 10 seconds since we were last on board with her to the back. So the battle for that 6th spot is still on. 6th place on the red will be a really good recovery there for Annalisa, since she had that really big spin and the damage earlier on in the race. So So Sophie looks like has taken a penalty. She's dropped down to 5.8 now. Martin there in second. With Mami there 4 seconds behind. So the top 3 is still only covered by 9 seconds. This race obviously is getting dark and dark. 5 minutes left to go in this race here. Don't forget everyone, if you are not subscribed, subscribe. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything. You can always unsubscribe at a later date if you don't like our videos, but it would be muchly appreciated if you could all subscribe and like the stream. After this one we do have the Aston Martin Conference League. So first lot to have a go at the round 3 track, which is Dragon Trail Gardens in reverse. Track you didn't see that much get used to, and this one. These 2 tracks don't really come up on any of the dailies or anything like that on this game, which is a real shame. This is a phenomenal track at Kyoto Driving Park that we're on. Really good track. So Sophie still there, edging out a lead again up to 6.7 seconds. Martin there in second. Mami closed up the gap again down to 3.8. S there in 4th. Froxy there in 5th. Fifi in 6th. Annalisa Raya is closing up fast. Now we are down to 3.4 seconds. Consistent lap times are being pumped in there by Annalisa. Let's have a look on board. We can see her now. We can see her in front. Let's get started. I love this onboard shot inside the Porsche like this. As we come down through the S, you can see the speed she's carrying through there. Down to 1.2. Now within a second. She's going to hug the inside, just try and get the power down nice and early, but nice and smoothly. Onto the straight, and that's the move done. That's Annalisa up into 6th spot there, recovering well. She may look to fight this one back up the inside potentially. I think she's going to tap in and just follow Annalisa through there. So Annalisa there has made up 1 position, even though with the extremely bad start there. So Sophie there in 1st. Martin there in 2nd. Mami still just within under that 4-second mark on the back there. So it looks like we're probably going to get 2 more laps in here. So 2 more laps here we should have at Kyoto Driving Park. So Mami in 3rd, pushing on hard. Really pushing Martin here for that 2nd place. So pretty slow and battle, but that's in distance behind pretty much the whole way through, around 4 seconds. S there in 4th. Lovely sound of that Porsche downshifting into the 1st corner. Round the 1st corner. Pick your braking zone here for the 2nd corner and 3rd corner on the track. Over the curve, use the curve nicely. Up the hill slightly, it's a little bit of an uphill ascent here, and it's a slightly downhill braking zone. The blowing disc brakes on that Porsche there through that corner. Oh, so Annalisa has dropped down to 7th again. I don't know what's happened here. Annalisa has dropped down to 7th. And we do have Sophie catching Annalisa here. So we're not going to see a blue flag. Blue flag is being waved by the marshals and out on track. As Sophie does the fastest lap of the race of 32.8 now for Sophie. So Annalisa did get in front, but is going to have to try and push onto the back of Fifi again here, obviously with Sophie appearing fast in the rearview mirrors. Obviously blue flags are being waved, so Annalisa is going to have to think about Sophie coming through behind her, make sure she doesn't get in her way here. So come down the hill into the downhill section. Probably assume that Annalisa will let her go through up the hill. Probably the part we're least likely going to lose time. as they come up the hill. There you go, Annalisa lets her through, beautifully done, moves out of the way. Now she can tuck in behind her and potentially use her slipstream to try and bring her back up onto the back of Fifi's 5.6 seconds. Oh, Sophie has just hit the wall. So Sophie just ran wide there. Let's have a look at that and see what happened there. So Sophie came around the long corner, the long sweeping corner here, and just got on the cam, just stopped turning. It's got front wheel damage there for Sophie. It is a final lap though. So Sophie is in first here, about to cross the line and take the win. Martine in second, Mammy in third. So it's the top three. SD there in fourth, coming at the moment, just coming down through the S's. And she comes around the last corner here for SD. Love that purple glow for the AWRC that they put on at this track as they cross the finish line. Fox Racing there in fifth, just coming across the line, and Fifi finished in sixth with Annalisa there in seventh, all with the couple of incidents. So that was the AWRC. So it was Sophie who takes the win there with pole position and the fastest lap. So a clean sweep there for Sophie. Let's have a look at the results there. So as we said, Sophie with the win there with pole position and the fastest lap. Martine there only 2.9 seconds off of Sophie there at the end. Obviously Sophie crashed into the barrier on that last lap. Mammy there in third, kept Martine honest the whole race. Really great driving from the top three tonight. Esther there in fourth, obviously had a bit of an incident at the start, but did recover well up to fourth. Fox Racing there in fifth. Fifi and Annalisa had a bit of a battle, changing positions throughout the race, but it is Fifi that takes sixth spot tonight with Annalisa there in seventh. Right, well, we will be back shortly. We will get everything up and running for the AWRC to finish, and then the Aston Martin Super League Conference to start in a few minutes' time. So I will obviously be back shortly. Go and get yourself a cup of tea, get some refreshments, and we will be back for the Aston Martin Super League shortly. Hello there everyone, welcome back. We are now at Dragon Trail Gardens Reserve for round 3 of the Aston Martin Super League Conference Division. We are getting things underway here. Guys just out on track doing a little bit of practice. We will run through the conference table. What we'll do to start with is just run through, have a look at who we got on track there. So we got Richard Pugh there just coming around the long sweeping corner. Watsy there just coming around the first couple of corners there. Mami has quickly jumped from the last race in the AWRC into Aston Martin. Spiner there in 4th. Major Dave there. Demon. Douglas there in the dump valves, beautiful livery there. Stickman in 7th. Eaton there in 8th. Brown in 9th. And Danzo just sat in the pits currently at the moment. So let's have a look at the conference table currently at the moment. So here we go. So it is Watsy in lead of it at the moment. That's a proof that you don't have to win the races to be top of the league. Consistency is key. There, currently there in 61 points. Douglas there in 2nd, 57, or joint 2nd technically, would be there 57 as well. Carlos Octane there, 55. Mami sat there in 5th with 40, joint with Richard Pugh. Eaton there on 30. Demon there with 29, so only just behind it. Kraken, unfortunately, couldn't be with us tonight there on 28. Zoe on 22. Spider on 20. Danzo there on 15 points. Stickman there with 12. Rologram with 10. And D-Man, who should be in the room, hasn't joined that. We'll just have a look and see if we can see how long he's going to be. Don't know where he currently is. He is out there in 15th currently at the moment, so it'll be round 3 tonight. Very tight midfield in this table at the moment. You've got anyone down from pretty much 11th, so Spider on 20 points. All the way up to 8th there, only on 29, an extra point further up, and you're with the same points as Dean. So it's really tight across the whole of this midfield here between everyone. So really tight midfield battle going on at the moment, and then really tight at the front as well. All the way from Carlos Octane up to first is only separated by 6 points. So a lot to play for everyone in these in this division front at the moment. See an amazing shot of Watsy just coming down the straight. Of you guys did all miss it because we do have the table up. I can see on my screen in front of me here. That was an amazing camera angle. Hopefully we get that one in the race with everyone coming down there. So Watsy currently there at the moment. Let's just get some details of you guys can see what is going on. Watsy with the fast lap. Did some practice with Watsy the other day. Really quick in practice. Watsy was. Rich Pugh there in second. Stickman currently in third. Douglas in fourth. Mammy in fifth. Flying at the moment, Mammy is. Eaton there in sixth. Well, now moved up into fifth. Spider there, Danzo in seventh as they come down this long straight here, drunk with the mountains in the background. Great shots as they come through here. Demon there in eighth. Relegran just coming through in ninth, and then Rich Pugh just coming out of the hits. So it looks like Watsy's got a hold on this at the moment with a 29.226 in this practice session here for Watsy. Brilliant. This is the shot. Hopefully, this is the shot I hope we get in the race. Listen to Watsy's Aston Martin layering it down into this long sweeping left-hander. So, left hand number 1, left hand number 2, left hand number 3, left hand number 4, and then up the hill, the 4 left-hand apexes, one after the other. Amazing job that from Watsy. Right, let's get this one underway because we've got D-Man is in the room now, so I'm going to send everyone the ready up message. And then we can get this one underway here at Dragon Trail for round 3 of the Aston Martin. I can't believe we're on round 3 already. Round 3 of this championship already for these guys. So obviously after this, later on this week, we do have Division 2 and 1 to follow, and then the following week after it will be the championship and then the Premiership. As we're getting through these rounds pretty quickly at this Aston Martin, even though it's every other week, the rounds keep on coming up really fast. Let's get the qualifying session underway here. Beautiful track here set in the mountains of Dragon Trail. I wish this was a real track. Unless it is. I don't believe it is. I don't think I've ever seen it anywhere. If I'm wrong, by all means correct me. Let's have a look at these guys out on track. So who's going to be the first to go through? Watsy's revving up his engine there. Watsy's going for it again. Now the D-Man's out as well. D-Man is out in front of Watsy. So it's going to be D-Man for the first lap. So an absolute bundle for everyone. Watsy makes it through. Everyone hitting into each other. Everyone just needs to back out of each other's way. Give each other some space. Give each other some space, everyone. Richard Pugh there in 6th. Danzo just coming around the long sweeping corner of left-handers as well. Demon there in 8th, Eaton there in 9th, Stickman in 10th, doing the right thing, staying further back, warming up the tyres nicely. Relogran in 10th, backing off as well, giving everyone a lot of space. Douglas just coming out the pits, and Spider just coming out the pits as well. They've done the right thing here, giving each other a lot of space. This is D-Man that's leading everyone around at the moment for the first lap here. Onto his long back straight here for D-Man, just going on the grass there. Mammy there in 2nd, just coming up the hill as well. Just giving each other a lot of space here. Watsy just backing off, a little bit of space. It's what we want, everyone just to back off a little bit, give each other lots of room, make sure you're not going to trip over anyone on a qualifying lap. So the last thing you want to do here is arrive to someone else that's getting really slow or has just had an incident. It's the last thing you want to do on this track. So it's D-Man who's going to lead us around for the first lap. Let's have a look at, as hopefully he doesn't have a power cut or a disconnect, which has been something that's been quite common with him at the moment. So we'll just have a look at the opening part of his lap into the first corner. Good use of the first curve there, a little bit slidey through the mid corner. Use of the second curve, get some power down. Going down the long straight with Mammy just following through. Onto the brakes there for Demon, flicks into the first corner. Round the second corner. Mammy does look like she is catching him here. So Mammy just coming up the hill behind there. Watsy with a nice big gap up to the back of Mammy. Richard Pugh just coming through on his qualifying lap. I think it is the moment. It does look like I think Watsy is the favourite for a pole position here currently. Definitely something we need to keep an eye on as D-Man's makes it round onto the back straight. Mammy just following through. So Mammy just getting over. It's going to pick up a nice little bit of a slipstream here, I think, for D-Man just coming through here. Watsy there in 3rd. Richard Pugh currently 4th. Let's go back to D-Man. Just let him finish up this lap over the first curve, over the second curve. Just having a nice little, just long sweeping corner. Mammy there moves. I don't know what happened with Mammy there. Shot across track there. Just going to have a disconnect for a second. As it is, D-Man moving round onto the start-finish straight. D-Man just coming through here. 141, 142. So it's a 44.5 for D-Man. Mammy goes into provisional pole there. Watsy up into pole by 3 seconds. Watsy there. Richard Pugh into 2nd. So you've got Demon has moved up into 2nd place. So far, Danzo up into 3rd. Phenomenal lap from these guys here. So there'll be Richard Pugh in 4th currently. Mammy in 5th. D-Man in 6th. So it's Eaton here in 7th at the moment. Going to improve on this lap. Up into 5th. We got Rollergran just crossing the line. Rollergran into 6th. Stickman there jumped up into 7th. I did see that just as we come to the end. So Stickman up into 7th. Spider just finishing out with Spider. This should be a very quick lap in Spider. Spider takes pole by 8/10. Spider on pole in this one. And Douglas up into 2nd. So Watsy's dropped down into 3rd. So the two that left it latest to go out have literally just come round and gone 1st and 2nd. So perhaps the conditions are ramping up on this track. Wow, everything happened there right at the end of the lap. Everyone right. Everyone, get your predictions in. Obviously, we got Spider on pole here with Douglas in 2nd, Watsy 3rd. Great shot there, Watsy. Demon in the pit server in 4th spot. Danzo in 5th. Richard Pugh in 6th. Eaton in 7th. Rollergran in 8th. Stickman in 9th. Mammy in 10th. And D-Man in 11th. D-Man there in 11th. So get your predictions in, everyone, for the start of this race. Obviously, a little bit of a run down to the first corner here, and then obviously the first sweeping quarter, but then a really long straight there for everyone to run down into until you get to the four left-handers, as I like to call it, left-hander 1, 2, 3, and 4 in a row. So everyone get your predictions in on the chat. Let's have a look and see what everyone's predictions are for the start of this race. Come on everyone, get your predictions in. What's going to happen at the start of this one? There's some revving of engines going on. Oh, someone's doing some donuts. I wonder who's doing donuts. Not Spider, it's not Douglas. It's not what I think it was Rollogram. I think it was Rollogram. Is it Rollogram? No, Rollogram's the only one that's moving at the moment. No, Richard Pugh is moving well. Just waiting for this countdown to end on the qualifying. Rollogram is moving there. Right, so there we go. Qualifying has ended here. Let's just quickly run back through the results there. So Spider takes the pole there with a 29.2. Douglas in second. Watsy. D-Man there in fourth. Danzo in fifth. Really close there between Danzo in fifth and Watsy in third. Richard Pugh in sixth. Eaton there in seventh. Rellegran in eighth. Followed by Stickman there in ninth. Mammy there in 10th. And D-Man rounding out there in 11th. Let's get ready for this one. And let's get this one underway, shall we? Right, let's get this one underway here. Don't forget to subscribe and like the stream. Let's get this one going as we are all lined up on the grid. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are underway. No false starts ever. Mammy looks like she's got a flying start there in the middle. Jumps straight out. Douglas up into first. So it's Douglas that has done the jump on Spider. Spider does have slightly the inside line. Breaks a little bit late. Gets that first corner. Cuts off Douglas. Douglas is going to try and tuck in here as we get down towards the long sweeping corner. Let's have a look further down the field. So D-Man there, Watsy, Danzo, Richard Pugh, Eaton, Stickman, D-Man up into ninth. I don't know what happened there at the start. D-Man up into ninth. Rologran in 10th. And Mammy there at the back. Let's have a look and see if we can see what happened there at the start. So D-Man was already up there after the corner, so I don't know what happened there. I thought we did miss that one, unfortunately, so we'll have to go back and see what happened there later on. As a D-Man up into 9th from the start, so a good start from D-Man. I don't know what happened there with whether there was an incident between the other two or something like that, but D-Man, oh, we got Douglas up into the barrier. Let's see what happened there. So it was Douglas and Spider. Douglas is out wide here. Oh, Douglas and D-Man just contact, and Douglas into the barrier and round. Unfortunately, therefore, Douglas is going to drop back to the back of the pack. Unfortunately, does have front aero damage there. So Douglas just recovering back onto the track. So it's Spider in the lead currently at the moment, followed by Watsy up into second. Demon up into third currently. Danzo hunting him now. In there in 5th, Richard Pugh in 6th, Stickman 7th. Mammy is up into 8th, so Mammy making up places there. Rologran in 9th. D-Man has got front end damage as well, is up into 10th, so it looks like there has been a little bit of contact with something there for D-Man, but is up into 10th. Spider's just pushing through here. let's go a bit further back and see if we can get this camera angle that we wanted for everyone here. Oh no, it's going to change it so we don't get that camera angle. It is Eaton going up the inside into these long corners. It's not the place to overtake. It can be a bit tricky through it. You don't want to run wide. You should get on that red stuff on the outside, and it is slippery as anything. Oh, they all make it through. Beautiful drivers, they come up the hill. He's got the inside, so it doesn't look like he's going to fight that. Danzo's going to fight out around the outside. Oh, contact between Eaton and Danzo. So it is Eaton that has suffered from that one. So Mammy is now up into 7th. So Mammy making up the places here. Let's get back and see if we can see what happened in that battle. Yeah, so Eaton just goes off into the barrier, collects the barrier, does get back onto the track, does recover well, and that has dropped a few places there. So Danzo in 3rd at the moment. Mammy is up in 7th. Let's have a run down to the full order here. So Spider there in 1st. Watsy in 2nd, hunting down Spider there for the race win. Danzo in 3rd. Demon in 4th currently. Stickman in 5th, having a great race Stickman is. From 10th on the grid, I believe. Sorry, 9th on the grid up to 5th. The Stickman. Richard Pugh there in 6th. Oh! Demon into the pits. So D-Man into the pits. So he got damage there. Is coming in to repair the damage. Doesn't feel like it's necessarily great to carry on with it, and is going to come in and repair it. Okay, change the tyres as well. I think we might have picked up a bit about... Oh, Mammy there is in the pits as well. What's gone on with Mammy? So Mammy's got front end damage as well. There, so he just didn't have damage back then last time we said the replay, so it has happened later on the lap. So Mammy is in the pits there, just come out of the pits. They're in 11th, so it's Spider in the lead, with Watsy all over the back of Spider. Let's go on board with Watsy and see what Watsy can do here. Pushing for that race win here. Watsy is, they come down tough corners of really brutal curves. The really brutal curves here on this track. Over that part of the sector, 0.3 now, 0.2, definitely catch up. He's going to get a lovely slipstream. Just want to wait for the power here, wait for the power, hit the power here on the last bit of the corner. Moves out. He's going to get that position here. And that's Watsy with the race lead taken. Spider running wide there. Just want to try and stay off the curves. Cuts back in. So it's Spider from Watsy now. We've got Spider there and Watsy in front. So Watsy is pushing on hard here in the lead. So Watsy now in the lead, Spider in 2nd, Danzo 3rd, Stickman up into 4th, so great race so far from Stickman from 9th to 4th, Richard Pugh there in 5th, Rologran in 6th currently, in there in 7th, D-Man staying out with the damage. He's the only one out of the ones that got damage that's staying out, choosing not to pit with the damage. It could be the right call with D-Man, he's only got 14 minutes to live with the damage. Douglas in 9th, recovering from that damage, has got front aero damage again. Mammy in 10th, and Demon there in 11th. So race on here between Mammy. Oh, Demon's getting wide on that. This is the one place you don't want to go wide, just through these long left-handers. Battle at the front here is still really hot up. It looks like Danzo is pushing on to the back. He hasn't got fastest lap at the moment. Pushing on to the back of Spider here. Definitely pushing on to the back here. There's only 0.3, 0.2. This toe here. Actually inside does Danzo. Same spot that Watsy got in that before. So Spider has dropped down into that, so it's going to try and fight it back, gets back in the solution now. Really long back straight here. With Danzo in second, Spider in third. What's he now? 1.7 second lead in the front. Stickman there in a little race of his own, but has, I can't believe he's got from 9th up to 4th. Having a phenomenal race this Stickman is. Roller Gran in 5th currently, with Richard Pugh just on the back. Eaton has got past D-Man, so he's up into 7th spot. D-Man there in 8th. Douglas just catching up to the back here. So Douglas is coming for D-Man as well. Obviously are recovering from that pit stop earlier on with D-Man and D-Mon on the same track, makes it a bit confusing. D-Mon in 11th. What's he just pushing a bit down to 1.3 now, so is Danzo pushing on to try and go for this race win here? What does everyone think is going to happen here? It does look like Watsy is being caught. It looks like from here Danzo is setting faster lap times than Watsy and is pushing on for the race win. Everyone get your predictions in. What do we reckon? Who do we reckon for the race win here? Love this camera angle as they come down through here. Spider isn't giving it up though from behind either, so Spider is still in third and still pushing on to the back. Stickman still within range of these guys as well. Any mistake in front and Stickman is gonna make a jump here. Roller Gran and Richard Pugh nice and close together there on track as well. Eaton then 7th. D-Man has got Douglas just behind him. Douglas looking for the move to come through here. D-Man to get up the hill. D-Man gets a little bit squirrely. Douglas gets tuck up the inside to get to the inside line for the next corner. So Douglas there through up into 8th on his recovery from that spin earlier on. Mammy there in 10th still, pushing on up to the back of D-Man. Still what's in the lead, 1.4, so it has stabilised that gap a little bit there. Still got halfway point in the race. So Watsy still in the lead. Danzo keeping him honest with Spider just behind as well. That's the best time there for Watsy. Danzo just coming through there with Spider just behind. Stickman still hanging on to the back of this fight as well. Roller Gran there. Richard Pugh just behind as well. Eaton there with Douglas, who's now cleared D-Man and is pushing on to the back. So Douglas just crossing the line there. D-Man just coming through as well. Mammy pushing onto the back, trying to catch up to D-Man. He's got 9 minutes to go. Definitely can be caught there. Watsy there pushing on well, maintaining that gap at 1.4 currently, so it does look like the gap has been stabilised there by Watsy, because it was coming down pretty fast. Oh, there we go, Danzo gets a great exit. It's going to be in the slipstream range soon, so let's go with Danzo. Oh, it's setting the fastest lap as well, so let's have a look on boarding. Watch out for the curbs through this corner. You don't want to go on those curbs because it does lift up the wheels. Drops the traction down, flick into the corner, 1.7 now. Danzo is on a flying lap, definitely in that slipstream range. Feathering the throttle through this long sweeping corner. Watsy gets the better corner exit there. It is down to 0.8 now for Danzo. Just off his fastest lap times. Really consistent lap times here. Flicks into the first corner, double apex corners, so apex 1 and then apex 2. The exit speed he gets on there compared to Watsy down to 0.7. So kind of for a long sweeping 4 lefts. Got left number 1, left number 2, left number 3, and then the 4th one, and then up the hill down towards a right-hander which slightly dips away from your entry. Flick in, you want to try and stay as much to the right as possible to get a really fast exit through this corner. And it's flat out for these corners, just over the curve here, into the braking zone, try and brake around the 100-metre board just after it, get your car over that curve, try and straighten up and get on the power as quickly as you can. What's going to be taking the gap on this lap? Onto this back straight, as there's 2 back straights on this track really. 0.2 up here from Danzo, but Wazzy is maintaining the gap, so he's probably 0.2 up as well, gets on that curve that you want to avoid, because it drops up into the air. Wazzy with the better exit from the complex though. So points up to 1 second now, so Wazzy with the better exit there over the whole lap. Let's have a run down and see what's going on there. It was Danzo setting the fastest lap overall of the race, 0.858. So Danzo is second. Spider still maintaining the 3rd spot here. Stickman just behind. Relegran in 5th. Richard Pugh in 6th. Ian there in 7th. Douglas in 8th. D-Man hanging on to 9th here with Mammy catching up fast behind, but then Mammy is being caught as well from behind by Demon, so Mammy is catching the car in front, but Demon is catching up to the back of Mammy, so this is going to get interesting. 3 cars could come together at one point in this race. So Demon is in the slipstream here, he's going to have a really good slipstream down the back straight, or the middle straight we should call it, because it is actually at the back of the track, so down that middle straight as they come onto here now, 0.4 behind, and you can see D-Man in the distance. They are both catching D-Man, so it's D-Mon catching D-Man with Mammy in the middle. Mammy just holding a line there through the corners, making it difficult for Demon to get past. Demon goes over the curve, he has a little bit squirrely, but does keep the car in a straight line into the braking zone, try and keep as close to the right as you can, like Demon does, to get really good exit through this corner, as much power as you can. Flat out through this complex here and into the really hard braking zone. They are catching Demon in front, so Demon is only 0.2 of a second in front, so 2 seconds in front of Mammy. So there's Mammy with Demon just behind. So they are catching up with each other quite quickly in the battle at the back. Demon looking for a move over the curbs, gets over the first curb, over the second. So Mammy there in 10th. And Demon just in front, so they are all coming together at the same time, it does look like. To the start finish straight as we close out. We've got 4 minutes left, so it does look like we're probably going to get 3 laps remaining in this race, I'd say at the moment. Let's have a look at the front. So Watsy 0.8 over Danzo, same as when we left it. These two are going parallel with each other at the moment. Danzo is doing a quick lap, Watsy goes and does the same, maintaining that gap continuously. This corner coming up is the only corner that I think Watsy is vulnerable at compared to Danzo. So look, the gap that Danzo sometimes gains on there, there's a better run through there for Watsy that time. It seems to be quite often that there's one point that Danzo seems to be gaining a couple of tenths on each lap, and then Watsy stretches out over the rest of the lap. So it's Danzo there in second, Spider there in third, Stickman there in fourth, Relegran in fifth. Still a nice big gap there back to Richard Pugh, who has been caught by Ian there in 7th. Douglas there in 8th. D-Man there in 9th with D-Mon just behind. So covers off the inside line here. Does D-Man. D-Mon's going to try and go around the outside. Gets around the outside. D-Man's going to lose a couple of places. Blocked off the corner, but it is D-Man that does get through there. A little bit scribbling on the exit. D-Man is going to catch up. Maybe it's 0.6 between all of them currently. So D-Man moves over, thinking about covering off the inside from Mami. So Mami is going to try and come on through here. Mami trying to get up and move up the inside. D-Man gets over that. Oh, D-Man gets over that curb. That was a little bit naughty there from D-Man. Obviously, the front up was being used to look at Mami's there and give Mami the space to go on through there because he made the exit curve, bit of a hash on the exit curve. He should have given the space there to let her through. Let's go back to the leaders here. So it is only 0.2 now between Danzo and Watsy as they come on through. As they come on down onto the press the wrong button there. Let's just go back to the one we wanted. So it's Watsy in the lead there as they come down towards these long sweeping left-handers. Danzo there in second. Danzo goes for the move on the outside. Watsy's going to get the inside line. Watsy cuts back. Danzo might get a better exit through the corner here, but Watsy did cover that well. Basically said, yeah, you can go through there. You're going to overshoot. I will take the inside line back. Danzo having a look for the inside here into the sharp braking zone. Just want to get the power down early. Stay in that slipstream. 0.41, 0.8. Better exit there from Danzo. Here he comes, so Danzo moving out from the slipstream, going for the outside line, he's got to try and make it all the way around the outside once he covers it off. But now Watsy does have to think that he's going to have to fight across it. Are they going to make it to the end of this lap, or is this going to be the last lap? Has Watsy covered this off? 8 seconds. I think they're going to maybe just cross the line. It's Watsy in the lead at the moment with Danzo coming through for the line. They do get through, but it's going to be Spider who finishes in third. Stickman there taking fourth. Great work from Stickman. Rollergran in fifth. Rollergran just coming through to take the fifth spot. Richard Pugh here coming through to take sixth place. Ian there coming in seventh. We've got Douglas just coming around, so we will go back to the leaders for a second because it is 0.8 now between Watsy and Danzo. So it looks like Watsy has probably done this at the moment. So Douglas just going through to take 8th spot there. Demon just coming through, has got the leaders a bit. Oh, they are a bit further back the leaders, so it is okay. They are not going to get in the way these guys on the lead last lap. So Demon there taking the 9th spot. Mami, great recovery drive there from Mami up into 10th, and it will be D-Man finishing in the 11th place. It is Watsy. Oh, it's 0.8. So Danzo's caught up on this lap. It is going to be a race on the line between these two. Watsy goes. Oh, Danzo's going to go on the inside. Lovely bit of space left there by Watsy. Danzo tugs in behind. So it's Danzo coming for the line. Danzo 0.8 behind. Danzo going on the inside. Danzo's got the inside line. It's going to be a drag race. Who's going to get the better exit? It's coming down to this. 0.8, 0.4. It does look like it's going to be Watsy on the line. It's Watsy takes the win there from Danzo. Spider did get the fastest lap there at the end as well. What a phenomenal finish there. Photo finish there, but it is Watsy who takes the win for round 3 there. Wow, I'm out of breath. What a race! What a race! Wow, a phenomenal finish there from these guys. So it was Watsy there who takes the race win. Danzo, phenomenal drive there from Danzo, 0.042 there on the line. Really close finish. Spider there in third, but does hit the fastest lap of the race as well. Stickman in fourth, Rolo Grant in fifth, Richard Pugh in sixth, Eden there in seventh. Douglas obviously recovering from that earlier spin, so unfortunately for Douglas does recover back up to eighth. Then we've got Demon there in ninth, with Mammy there in 10th, followed by Demon there in 11th spot. What a phenomenal finish that was to that race. For round 3. Obviously, don't forget that we do have on Thursday night divisions 1 and 2 racing at the same track. It's between 8 o'clock on Thursday for that one. And then the following week, we do have after that, we're going back to the Cup competition on the Monday night. So that will be hosted by Craig. And then to the Championship and Premiership. What a phenomenal night's racing that has been. Obviously, I've been your commentator, Lewis Beckenham. Thank you for your support and obviously tuning in and watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Obviously, it goes a massive way to helping everyone else out here at CC Racing. That was a great race. Really phenomenal finish, and obviously earlier on as well, phenomenal result there for the AWRC. So I've been Lewis Beckenham. Thank you for watching, and everyone have a lovely evening and enjoy. Just for watching. Bye.